enkoka other person no pass him one money dia na ye den wa mo obidin pa ade ne beye focus on your candidate ni vision nie ni track record nie no wakeka na akọ baabi ba ye kwa ena wi anyi sei emwa enti no sa ena meka for the meantime no ma memfast da kese emma World Vision for say omokan ho emedi programming ebrem World Vision for kofo boni bi de poni bi aba be fam your World Vision Ghana and the World Vision Fund Ghana na scammers bi de bibia be friend World Vision Foundation loan na honda wo kwa was for 2000 bra beje 5000 u 2000 na konzi pa and one no 5000 so emba World Vision for them catch mu say World Vision for mundi ade be friend World Vision Foundation loan rather they have World Vision Ghana and the Vision Fund Ghana you know there e wo holo onia Francis so and they all say SHS for no more number placement number misrew obako onia Francis International School of so betwa kama ama class A schools no wo mre ho kora obenya ne 10 enti omo wo kaso akwan no so ye kaso we ni ba highway budumbram big apo ankasa eho na omo ti from omo gi students omo gi school for no 0205 201 113 0205 201 113 enti eno eye onua Francis edie eno no na enkwali bi sa akosofa Chief Justice Mrs. Gertrude Arabatoku no kwakora President Mahama ebuo di trimo po ewo position ya se obeyi nedi ampa so de o se ayoyo eyi maame nedi na Ghana fododo na agidi se kon fa so yi nedi no enye kwan paso ena maame no amane lawyers enura omode asem no baabi ekọ court nyame aduma efrich na ekọ no nyambo cha Friday enti de nyambo chenye nka ho asem nyame aduma efiada ye be da aka ahwe atani friend say former chief justice ko chief justice kwan boni a President Mahama ene ne nkofo afa o moyi na di no ye be hwe emra ni nyina ase di esitie na ye di enkobo etabusafo ye mamu nyina akwaba ake ede say
nyame adomo
eti wona wo de choose ba me ani win 2028 ne ba ya na
enye menko a eye nipa bi na ya kan ye ho abom ana yati bibi se
okay udin patcho facha me bi
Joseph Ajete
Joseph Ajete aha e become ho ana mpo so mutasa no I have no option okay fine any yanko eti any yanko
okay nyime de yentia otiefo nenchi obi a otie no he o Ghana fanani na
yeah
nyime de nante ye boko ne tie ne se yini na nim ne eda enim as MPP which is 31st January 2026 ye kwa yi ye flag bearer obedi enim de akodi nkunim for 2028 election na ne tie ne se yeni na nim defeater NDC ewini yen election ye ko ye ene gap awo ma yen na yetena ase kakra se mebunu ne hu ye ne se ehun se ye yonku mebunu na wo party ni mu no bi so wo doma party no wondo no anu abras kakra enam one or two reasons
okay
eno na da no ye hu Dr. Baomia se ojina party no ne appointees no bia na mu apachewo na ye hwe mu se unse no kre so wo kase MPP fo bibu mfu ya na ebia na yese opese obu eni guso amenum no kre ne se party fo ni bi ene Ghana fo ni bi ebu afu party no enam one or two reasons nti aye mebu no ye hu se etwa se ye kan ye hu bom na ye boa na ye mu a ye betimi aboa ne se ye hwe mu no wona wo gina for flag bearership nipa enum ni nyina no yentimi nkase obi mo ne ho modern endi tum ni se criteria party ne de to ono woni na meet the criteria as chene se woni na de obedi bia betime di party nanim na mom ni ehu ne se yende ye gidi se no kre na ye pese ye win 2028 election a eda ye nima na eche se wo se yen ni na ye kan hu bom ni ye di entom abo Dr. Mahmoud Baomia de ano eni se hu ye wo ha eye mebunu a ye wo various tertiary institutions a TESCON institutions and youth delegates especially in Greater Accra. Yet ne say ye target group ni na ye 18 to 35 years. Na ne pese ye ni edika ne say enam say your upcoming prime minister enimti no. One a what say ye we youth delegate from age 18 to 35. Mo beto aba edi yi flag bearer no. Ye pese ye dey sankofo ne ye baako. Wona wadwa ye ontanta wona wonim ni omumfo mu vote man ye ndie pese ye twebe won ni eni omutwetwe nkomo ni ema omuti asese se no kre se ye ni na ye MPP fo na 2028 ye san pese e ba ban mu dia na eche se wo se omudi omuntuma boye dia no ni epia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no timi be flag bearer eti ne etie ne se eye TESCON executives of various institutions of Greater Accra and youth delegates what the various constituencies in Greater Accra and ye kan ye ho abom for this agenda. Na agenda ne de esopa. It's unfortunate say because media intimi amfa ye team members ne bebre ama. Na ne ete ne say ye wo team members a wo bo adwuma pa na ya starting from media na ye be hit grounds. Na grounds a ye hit ni na ante ye ndie obi bi say na wona a wo bro 35 ne nso omonye ye target ejidi say doctor in your office will take care of that. Na ye ne pese ye ne say one what say ye from age 18 to 35 we ye youth delegate no ye be hie omo ye no mo be twetwe nkomo ye no mo be di agro ye no mo be ye niema bebre esan say ye ne adwemu no say ye pese 2028 ye be power ye Dr. Bawumia ene ye surest bet eti one eti say ye no ye be twa be ho na ye hye baby to say Greater Accra so in the last prime minister ye no na constituencies ni bi on and off for doctor ye hye mu no mu bebre no so akoye mebu na wonye wa adwin yie ebi mu nso sebe ye di sika to won ebi nso a lot of reasons ti a won person be support eti de be say ne say ye pese be ti say neglect say ye yi o mama eti ye no ye tu ehu si yo say ye betu anamo ye bekọ aprobo ye bekọ adan ye bekọ sege ye bekọ ningo ye bekọ in fact every constituency in Greater Accra. And our goal is to meet the youth delegate from age 18 to 35. Ni amwati asese no kre ye pese ye win power in 2028. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and ye surest bet. Aside everything, everybody is competent. Obi abetimi ayejuma. Nemom ni ye hwe se obetimi aboye ama ye dru jubilee in term in 2028. Dr. Bawumia it is so when you share your study FFF ni che ya start na enche kra no ye be launch ade in grand style.
Okay. Mame ko ni ho ni enti motivation say amwate sa group win.
Okay, mame chia OT4. Me ma OT4.
Edru be say obeti dey nkra fam I have no problem.
Okay. Me tia OT4 nya good evening. Any omo hwe o abonte ho. Now, aha ya ba nya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia asin senia minia kan edikan kan no. Now o share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia waye obi a mamen kan say youth no aye MPP youth ni Ghana for youth no bebre ye do papa no o share papa no ni nimdie sa star of osidi kasa oye ni niama oye eche say we obi a ye di nani tu ni so a dachi or the Ghana bedu baby. Omo contesting nya everybody is competent. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obia ye di yeni etu ni so a sina mini ani kan say or the yebedu jubilee in term. Ye do jubilee in term a ni aye pe no yes ye nsabeka. Uhwe niama bebre a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tutu akwem tama yewo party yewo power. Enne youth ni bebre benefiti. Every Sunday no she appointees bebre a omudi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chi she omo twa no ho hia omo boa no aye campaign no bebre youth. This clearly should tell us that if we want power, it is the youth that is going to give us power. Because share your previous election based on your research yes ya kakra HSA emabrum bebre etu aba etiaye. Esan niama ekọ anko yi ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia waji platform ordina so a okpa Ghana for ni MPP for atro say nia ya bia no omomfa ncheye
say ni say wo ye former
Tescon president
yes. Ewa Accra Technical University
yeah.
O hwe hol mo a if I ye lusu Greater Accra massively enema bayin ni nema bayin na campus no mokeka ye no ntitimi ma MPP lusu Greater Accra sa no en fache me wo san yen training enti apart from say student body no beyond that no so guy youth no na almost dey bad asembenya
okay nti asema ema ye lusu ye election no pertaining to me research I miss me here or both campus and other constituency because
who reside being
me feel Lejikuku constituency
okay
yes.
Lekma
now me need Lejikuku la Radekoto pon Kolekote ni Odododio constituency na me ni omu edi ehudie because
na kro won ka ho
crow there be crow there man tanko
okay
na me ni chrome for this constituencies no na meta akọ ekoye campaign wo nti niam mu kanya youth n bebre niam kan particular betting tax
yes
betting tax and one major problem
enkofo pe chacha
yes min kan dada
almost betting na yedin
almost otra bet odia aban 18 di efrimu ono akobre wakotra ne bet no odi wi na aban so atibie efrimu ti that was a major problem omo kan wasem bebre unam campus kra no that was a communicator enam campus we boba omedia and enyo no the betting tax aba
na ba man dey buy
and then omo kan na abisa omo say ba man na the betting tax buy ana betting tax na dey aba no is it something wrong because other countries omo tia tax omo tia betting tax kra minim UK
bebre
obi atua any other countries so it is not something that the government is imposing on us just to come and then try it and yes
enye oshim
enti when niam no bia e course now aside that no so economic crisis aye come wo man no mu eno so ka ho bi na ye lusu elections because utumi koto ade ene e see 50 Ghana o chena be kono 1.5
it's inflation
yes inflation rate e course no high pa and I am my omuti say inflation rate na akoso no enye aban no na etro mo say munton no say because ade a metme ton 50 Ghana no me ko ha metma nya 20 Ghana bo bi e ton no 50 obi so ton 150 obi so ton 100 cedis different prices.
Is it that campus especially no na propaganda the team students no ana say omo ntia se mo na se ana say omo dey for them anything goes
Ghana manuka say Ghana ye oman bia say even say propaganda de that is what we are being moved by nia majority ana nia nkofo bebre e kano akwese eno na enya edi echi esi ye ko ha wu no bi eko ti say the way mama abai nia ma oye no she the way Ghana for see oyade gimmick bi no oye antis bi no oye wo media ne so but Ghana for ejidi ama to the extent say ya MPP for no bi kra no ebi mu kra po ye den ejini ama ye ko so di aje omo mu ni media na aje omo mu nim ne ekoso o man no mu nti won say na mebu so we are being moved by a whole lot of things we share to say your party like we are in government, we were in government then, but then things that we were expecting to go on we were not seeing it. Some of our communicators it was so mumbo abonti no mumbo bodero ye hu sa ne amanu nti tama ebe omba abonti ebe bodero no na ndi se for na de kan ba ama be se ne amadada nti tama wo beba no omo feel say okay oman no mo edin ana wo kan say ana hwe na ndi se for kan ndi se for say ye ba ebe se hwe nursing for na mama ekotro omontro no se me ba mesi amomo no oba ya nursing for no ya yim kofo bebredi ene nkofo more than minimum be 200 people na omo nyam wo fie but then time na minimum kasa no omo si ɛna den hye akotia be man no che ni niama be ne NDC ba ye yenti omukaye yenti achichefo aka abesi enne we are in the 9th month yenti achichefo aka these were some of the problems that were going on in the country. Mami can say ya nhwe na ya nya bibi amfa ho na ama nyama aye ni aye no be ne ameno kasa emam no bebre omo regreti say omo mfa asida amma MPP enra meko baby na mini mbebrum bebre ekohyiae omo bebre NDC for na ba ko bi ka chem say chale ohun say melenks do super na metmi ahihye edwuma na at least omo pese omo ko chia na nado na omo danase say nya wa yamo esan free SHS no nti no wan onia eno aye kasa na guy ba ko no osu osu osi senya na nado a onni baby anabrabo eninam
me ba bebusa question me kwa ke ho aba back me busa question be say Tescom more campus no na propaganda ba bebre no role be na mu play to dispel all those propaganda na eba no okay uye bebunu mo ko rounder en komo be nam na moti and they still moti say ye wenti na mrante na maba bebre no afi MPP ho ebisi afi de MPP ho nya akono ema mrante na maba wa ebone be na MPP aye papa be ne yanye ede ya
enti no mesada wasibium na se ka wo hwepa ese ka this period na
but so be kasa be wa you use micro back no
ka wo hwepa im said ka this period pa na ese ka mabunu no bebre etimi align or in the previous election ka yetimi wini a lot of campuses but it's unfortunate.
So what happened?
Because one my member free SHS so me first batch of free SHS.
Okay.
And I'm a call tertiary maybe SHS. Tika from time I remember 400 abc 100 no one hour spoon in a product of free SHS.
Yes.
But majority and they were supposed to give vote to the MPP as thank you but maybe NDC has been very strategic. I will say universities and the intellectual wing of this country belongs to the MPP.
Yes.
So they were very strategic to infuse propaganda to that side. No one will say free SHS no kurano. DMpo and o man looky to some extent mama COVID looky say any hompo montra na mujidi. They made mama invest in looky say free SHS where we say waba university omani mu na ayedin dia na unya and you see they were very strategic on campuses and to the youth and omo make sure so omo better getting near be a benefit you to say betting tax na menu aka no e levy ni adade hwese wo ko seni scam obi ni atew wo me de no mo twa cake and omo ayo omo de you see they were very strategic with certain things omunim say mebunu ne tia ebe mon afi no wasan free Ghana youth so aba omo san ye youth omo dom MPP mon say adwuma kra ye ma mo bi ye the national service posting kra no won say ye de am me ye national service me ye national service executive aba Greater Accra be ye organizing secretary eti minim the frustration attached on the list beba for just national service posting say enye say you mon fa me nto ha
and some mo so no then I had Jenny say Tesco ni bia de ne de ba enye GMPC a ope NP one pe NP a ope cocoa board enye cocoa board da ope Ghana Port and Harbour enye holmo a Ghana gas ni ne de be no na Ghana gas de ba do se betimi afa cocoa board betimi afa say GMP so betimi afa say
and also another sana wodi kan ba won se bibia de communication de bia me kase enka ye edwuma asin mpuntu dwuma ne ade ne edi winning election pa enka MPP will forever be in power.
You are right.
Because about social intervention policies NDC cannot compare eba kwan ekufado ye NDC cannot compare but you see NDC ni na magana ni no mebru na ti asese u bottom ono ho tere no and you see the problem oba e kro ntimi nye wo magana ni no mebru na ti asese ekufuado ni Jubilee House ana galamse asuye ni na esi eti se wo pensu papa no ma tuti a omo na ye mra na emeti nsuo n'anima o and you see they failed and so a lot of things they told the Ghanaian people to do, for them to vote against the MPP. Today they are in government and we are seeing what they are doing. And you see, me say vindication, and a lot of Ghanaians are beginning to regret because so to aba we Ghana mebunu now we 80 who legon na se galamse nti na ko tutia President Dr. Baumia ene omaba omu faili tie nsem omo kache see their body poster to galamse wo benu ho say it is a wenti na me ko tutia MPP na ama NDC aba na obeti nso nani ama na ene omaba no mu faili a wabembebu the omo promises students say omo bema no stress free senior mepa yenkoye survey wo universities na say obetimi akan in university nipa 500 crore manya
then omo ye ne den so mutua
first one 15,000 students say
omo 15,000 students
and maybe say na technical university level 100 for pempo ye say
10,000
omo ye
ATU
yes
10,000
plus 10,000 plus.
You see, so my problem has always been forward in Nadan and omunim, so they are afraid of their own shadows. Say nyama omoka entino ebetimi abe hanti omo.
But then campus no a academic discourse community intellectuals na wo ho eti ade na mutimi tina ho ema propaganda wetimi bana MPP for test conforce ho na ma ye hwe han anase mo so propaganda na etimi mamu nyina mote ase
Debi o enti sa on
na no odin do
say ade no nkofo no omo ahihye adwuma no on say na on this for omonim how a ade na black a ye bet tell say enye black e white
na mo so mo mane hu say idea white
on say ye mo no on ye training ye in a such a way say ye training ye in a propaganda way
okay
ye training ye say we should propagate rather than to propaganda what you say nti the way I training MPP for no ye nti sa ye nim how ye twantro I blue but this for no ade na blue bet tell say e green obedi
akoko gija holma wo say take
senior uni maybe near say me aside omo makọ benefit free SHS the seminar ya samba tertiary Dr. Baumia asan yi guarantor ka first wo be di loan agi wo febi wo antibi oye adwuma wa ban mu ana oye senate oye yetene senate azana wa be guarantor ma o ene unim say Dr. Baumia ye free ma ye the Ghana card pe Ghana card pe ko yabema student loan tika and these are students who are asama make can obi benefit 8 years from free SHS asamba tertiary what this student loan level 100 200 300 400 but what 20 MPP because there is a political party omo agenda ni nane propaganda you obi about propaganda and they are good at doing that and they are excellent at doing that and unti no afen no na afen nkoma na twe free mfaso a memenya akwakoye se obotom mu kire wonya free SHS wonya loan at the office na so still obotom ho kire no etututi omo because obotom kire
wow
you see so and I'm telling you the youth benefited especially from free SHS to tertiary and din ankofo and say students ni bi no mo person mo parents be hu na be mo ntua fees a lot of students took student loan aside ni parent o tua ni school fees or tertiary omo apply DB a lot of students in fact because of Dr. Baumia vision oyi guaranteed.
I think so one day we have to have that conversation say na ke nipa bebre adwene say ordinarily and am say that full set first second third year fourth year omu nyina eye free SHS product ni die na ka nipa jology say den ahuebe ubenya be former president na African magazines was it the Africa report na heading no say and I title was say Ghana NPP faces crisis as Akufo-Addo allies back Brian Echampong. NPP faces crisis as Akufo-Addo allies back Brian Echampong. My main candidate, NPP is not facing any crisis. There's no crisis in NPP. No crisis. Se kasa ne te dia ene se kasa kamutimi cho se na Roman for years now so that there was crisis. Abra no mu choose a new pope. Huh? And there's a Methodist for you because they could choose a leader so ya monjo say crisis. The moment position beba beda ho vacancy beba say ye say dimi replacement bia apre ye ba. There's no crisis in MPP. And it is also not true. Say Akufo-Addo allies back Brian Echampong. Who are the Akufo-Addo allies? Our party no. Akufo-Addo allies in MPP backing Brian Echampong. And yeah.
Choose Baumia win 2028. Me GDA say me nuanu ya can be brave, but kakra me dey source no say senior waka no groups na wodo mu be brave e wo ho. Now so the my dance ne say ye hu esi ho say ye be target in mebunu from the ages of 18 to 35. Omo penny ye age bracket ya target ya no nduma no.
Okay.
And only in target.
Okay.
Ye she say ba be di djumedi. The titru mu no e wo Greater Accra.
Okay.
Region. Na offer obi be bisa say ndi enti enema ye tu ye ho esi wo say ye be di sa djumedi ama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Ye share in previous presidential primaries na. Ye share other regions ekoyie pa. But to share Greater Accra because certain constituencies no maybe one more doctor just a slight win over the other competitors. Inti ascertainment ya ye e wo Greater Accra fa na nyina ne say senior Greater Accra sifa ko ye no yen asemebunu no ya nhyeda ampe. Inti ye pese ye ntu ye hu si ho na yen nante constituency by constituency efi adan Sege Ningo Tema West, Tema Central, Ukankwe South, Mianga Samin Potom, Emra Ododio. The whole 34 constituencies are all Greater Accra. Ye pese yenchi munina. Na yen fasa memuni ending komo. Ofa me kano. Me san base wo yen constitution so. Oko article 13 clause 7 ABC. Ya tro niema miensa bi wo ho. You see, the presidential candidate must be of a good standing.
Okay.
B also say must be a person of a good character.
Okay.
Over a same way, say the doctor see ho. Na ye bisa party for ne say I am a doctor or a person of good standing. And I say or a person of good character. Over minu party for no susunim.
Good standing any day him.
Of a good standing no constitution aka.
Okay.
And you mean I make him constitutional is clear. Say be your constitutional matters are ebi o ha e wo lawyer for omo terminology. So make I say you need a legal interpretation of a can good standing.
Okay. But what about good character?
Good character so far and no susu clear. Of I say me ni uti me ba na me bisa say o me ni uti hai or good character. Of I say only na ye juma wa ha you can attest. Inti party manu omo various constituencies they will attest. Say doctor and penyampa or you be oye of good standing and I say oye of good character. Now offer ade ba kun so na what twe mu yi my work social media me see me try to play back some of these old videos of a year called 2024 about onim no impenifoni bebree. In fact ye running mate we ya was say yentinsi mu Ashanti region crap no ye hu say impenifo bi mu a omo ni doctor kra gina akono no etisi mu ho na offer in same way na omoka fa doctor ho emra ye call the election 2024. I won't be verbatim say me bo bi di na me quote the okan.
Okay.
But kakra ebi mo kan no videos wo ho ye hwe good evening Ghana. Ye mpanifo ni bi who were ministers, deputy ministers. In fact, those who contested doctor ejina simpie so e kan say mebre. Say oh, doctor there. Onu no betumi agi tumi amayen. Or ye unifier. Now you share even the other side of the political divide krapwa. Eniema be no manka amfa doctor nana muntu mu say oba be the flag bearer. You see MPP for there we will use doctor and dump him. But ye try yanum for say doctor no ye use no end dump him. We made sure say oh we need flag bearer. E mani die nim de ye koy. Over nobody can blame doctor for our gross defeat. The electoral defeat no yen to me nka say a doctor. Offer in fact 2024 elections ye ko fa sebe obi free America crab ginaye ema MPP crapwa we would have still lost. Because we share traditionally in political cycle in the Ghana the nation it is an 8-year cycle. Until there was no way obeka say mini animate say obi say omunsem ye omoka say at the latter part of the year into the election year na inkomo bebre cause of propaganda na yera mampani a wetwem a wasan aba emre bi etwem odi inkomo bi say Ghana for short memory of which is very very true.
And
see in psychology there is something we call cognitive bias. We remember things eye entwemu daniema etwemu. That is psychology. Inti imebunu na asem na na omudi nkomo omuka say aden na nkola no because oba me mpeso aso a kan kwesa constituency Wesley Girls High School ho. Me register almost close to 1,000 students.
You ho. I would
do me say me chichi ho no.
Be bon gas no.
Good gas filling station. No fa say une imayo emu di nkomo a na ensem omoka. Ba kupo de asem o ka che me say because say we 2005 ono je minimum no pa
ya 2005
minimum no pa because owo oba me lecture area e ho no wo na mchen say wo ya ko wo free asema abayo no ka chem say ono no de
say do na kibetu aka
ofa say wo hu nti de ono wa ba beto no o ka yera Jerry John Rawlings asema
wonim no won guys
o ka yera Akufo asema onim no o ka Tamil asema onim no
and onim say na mama fo si bre ne papa fo si bre
they have no idea. The only regime on babe to ye yera Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo any yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And offer we can all see say hardship there a bakakra. It is not something we will run away from. Say we have been trained not to lie. Say Inti abofra no wa enjoy this goodies ni freebies from emra ye wo no ye rakufo enam ye rakufo so na ode ye maame mu nkonko wo free e baaye inti se wo po ye obi mpo a nkomo ameni omudi e metrom se wo ya wo free wasan ba na na do ni ba omi apen so wo enjoy bibi e fe no free SHS inti wo throughout your life ni nyina krapo no free inti faunsa kona kokotin so
on tiasie
because of let's say awunyenyi a o komusisi a eno pani ade a o hu ni esi emre bi atwemu de ofa eno no nche dan nyina asem so we won't fault the youth that much but I will say yem party no ye be sre impenifo no say going forward yenim so mo bom modern ye pa man mebunu. But of I think say we can go the extra mile.
Okay.
And only the me pese minka emfa because we share Ghana fa nyina sisi a offer NDC for minim say e draw. Omo ye Charlotte bibi wo me constituency something like Charlotte mini festival go a some from Bubi Fest.
Okay.
Na offer omo ye work bi. Na 1 2 bi a no omo ye work o. Na omo nya cars omo ye work a pe. mona mebunu yina.
Edi
In fact, at a point in time, some of us, the intellectuals, we also join. Because you look at the fun factor, the fun aspect of the whole way. What I say, you know, and sometimes you know, me I always say, education, you know, of a, and ye baby a nedru, and ye baby a nedru sir. So I think say, yera nanado danko ekufuado, ni yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, or more greatest social intervention about free SHS. I think say we should make a conscious effort. Na yembo en humodin say yebema akọ efie bia mu se be enkoye say bia onipa ba akọ pe e we fie bi mu, but education there it is very 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 key. So I think say we should be able to propagate that very well, because of us say sebe say mbebunu no do mpempen so bia, I think say they will be able to appreciate things very much. Say okay, we inti ene wo se me den me hwe me masitine ma na se me hwe party a metumi ato eden abaiden ama no na we na metoma na minim se obebo modin ama Ghana eden epuntu. All right enti ejekum ena motene kano, but you know better tax net is saying na go for complain na boys kan ho asempa ho over betting tax ni there, it was something na complaint no do. Honestly speaking, you see, Adebakwa me who said government, you know, and he said the government wanted to try to curb it. Yes. Because of our say gambling. The consequences thereof, no, and yet, in the wisdom of the central government there, Niana no or person yin say, oh, yen share na betting yen pay quite be so better than you control. So all the government was doing is to just put that betting tax. At least it would deter you. Kakra say ade me chakra na media. Ye teme. Na ofa yensa misa ye ho. E bia obebuni ya o chat betty. Alternative no is what? But not tax na saying. I think it was 1%. It was 10%. Not 10%. Ukuta what me find say me de me betting the minimum. Okay. And I mean who so that what me say me. Of I nya de pa. Me sua. No. Me find say ukuta o de for say 20 cedis. And I would go try say betting bi. Now who will do 20 cedis? What nya be saying? Ejina what I say who the 20 cedis. And we try. And was we win 100 cedis. Now we win 100 cedis. Na see a man 70 cedis ah boni be kra ni wom. One a would kese no. Obi di 10,000. Now 10,000. Now we try what they say they try. Ebi or the 1,000 they try. So the 1,000 try won't even try 80 we need 1,000. No, what try 1,000 we need 10,000. Now what try 1,000? That's what we need 10,000. Now you 10,000 a free more. Boni be ne wom. You need the psychology of money. Of course. But we all know it. America lottery. You must be your tax to the start of it will be called to me 35%. But of I think say maybe omunomedu in pempenswa comprehension between the society and the government. What they will have that comprehension no. It doesn't come at once. Okay. At a go. Sure. I just say check. What I say. In fact, zebra crossing near the idea. Almost say August moves that first na car. You see there a user a right hand drive. You change it by look at that day now will be a for years. For years. In fact, if HIV buy, I think the first reported case of HIV was 1986. Oh, Ghana. Okay. A best of the Quancophobia, a post that Tiasi. Sanity. Yeah. COVID. It was a COVID kumubi. COVID chichi the baby. As was still the people say, oh, there be anyhow. One yard did not consistently for long while. But some point they did one day.
Maybe say party. Maybe say what some opinion na I said the tax to so. Because anyhow you look at it, betting there, I was here try not to open the floodgates for BR.
Yes.
I said try a content kakra.
Opposition. Who say to galamsey. See any na ye ko say nanka. Omo opposition better than nye bibiana. Ye de politics. And then I be do because ka ye kase beti ye be say ebo amabunu na nke ye kebe no. Na NDC ate asesa. Na kini na aka bom but wo ye no no akogina echire akoshe omachi say mo sika kakra mo nya no mo nso omoje just like the galam say President Akufo-Addo baya o start say ye think of ready task force come of us no jo mama koje Mike say enye ni ehie ni enye nkofo ni chiche na be ma adi na jai. So you see it has me see they be my problem has always been these people. Adia yen fanya politics no once omuko opposition there they do not want to take any little thing for granted because then omunim say Ghana for no say no medical ka ya adwen no yiti no bibi kakra no obenya no otimo beto otimo mo ntunti omo na mo fama ye ba ye beyi enti waba oyi odi bibi fufu abro say fatua. So you see this has been the problem we have. Adie bianka e wose ka opposition wo be boa government there be ebe bona form ti no ono be ku atia no but adie no cry at the pakra just like the galamsey fight. So media de bia me ka say NDC there that has been the goal. Yes jubilee am say debi unhia omo kra do omo ba omo de be ye yi engukobuo so ba odem jet I say debi unhia say e beto jet see a e bet me use to 2030 nso obaye no ho pre ni so beto foforo. So that has been the style of the NDC. Whatever adie bi ho a ese ke yi politics fi no dey be ono dey ohun ni say avenue a or be marketing candidate. Okay,
to the youth okay metie
wo hwe ye free SHS kra hwe nsema mo ka fa ho ena me se mo 200 million a mintam enkohwe free SHS mo be ne sika mama o ka se wa pompe ahwe free SHS mo nya sika kitwa bru ye de na o ka ho asem no hwe nsema mo ka na hwe on say aban no ka say free one say want me nye one say o see betna fie 3 months na we nko na red go green oba see me ba meyi me ba meyi afimu oba you see we cannot stop the tracking system. We need to stabilize everything first. Nti bibia na enye rational enye bibia na de propaganda ana bibia na de on say me di kanka say NDC for no omo officer ye friend the propaganda office secretary omo general secretary no propaganda secretary no
that be you know communications officer no
current secretary di ama
wow be na hwede a ade no ebu bobo mo wow hwe omo abawo nya asem bia besi bia yenya Sam George oka hu bibi awo opposition yebenya Sami Gemfi yebenya Blakwa yebenya Mahama yebenya Asiedu Nkitia yebenya Fifi Koti yebenya Malik omunya oni ne amede no omunya mukra position omunya they are all having a appointment so one way or the other ne omuka nya ebe bobo abomo ne omuka ya ebe bobo abomo hwe yetama yaka say
babedi enkomo ordinarily can you be say the nke wo wuntumi radio 95.9 so that ka bebe wo bia no utie ye na minister DSTV waje wase frequency no yes ha bind do the no o ma suspend the operations kakra iguso ade mpedifo edin komo ne ahwe kwa beba so na yete etimenya ye station no back wuntumi radio akra wuntumi radio Kumasi wuntumi radio Takrade almost 2 months in yaje frequency na FSM ya suspend the kakra so far no metima kase ye de yedim se enye bone bia na enwanwa kakra se obehwe statement ni bia criminal bread are making kind have several times said the year 2022 na President Akufo-Addo na tia akunya so na John Dramani Mahama opposition leader utimi cho krata 11 February 2022 open letter to President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ka kire ne say central fire chief mo Ghana nyina no President Akufo-Addo na wa me yachi wo mo na radio stations TV stations ye jomo licenses wo Ghana nyina no President Akufo-Addo na wa ma ye sa licenses no na ye du sem ema no do be president asade no wonye enti no metima ka se megina sa krata no a Obama pokriase okateche FIFA and based on the letter open letter to Akufo-Addo no and President Mahama wona o menye chisango for nyina especially whereby wow we share media for catch say IP abi we fit the IP and for IP na be use and na just obi de be chiche o mo na o ka say tell us how what be chiche o mo but no MPP for the share by my yina ye ko joining Emma Yusuf demonstration it was against suppression of freedom of press no and na say free speech no e hu sem na ekokan it is the party for MPP for na do massive grassroots o mo baye police force of boy who by then so no meet back say omo yade the next omo ya eno mo ye no so far ya ntise MPP ni bi ya oba demonstration no ye ka se won fa binkum eno se change na me fa bi ni fa emo ni police for clash ye hu MPP fo ni MPP ni bi a ko two police for ka ki me hu bi asa MPP for anko block kwan me hu bi asa enti no ene ye be dan MPP for pa ase papa ene MPP for mo de sheri na e baaye na ena ni me kata abeto abonten se o manpanyin John Dramani Mahama apao Chief Justice Bafuboni as Chief Justice it is said the name nyina ekoto nipa ni no makokohwe na ebia parliament fo ebia yakoda de yakoto na no ne yahwe medie enye ho ne hame obia obeko Supreme Court bia no aspire say that Chief Justice in fact obi ko oye lawyer ya young calling to the bench no was passed by Chief Justice and as Attorney General it is why congratulations to you and you've achieved it in the end and one no na esem bebre ho na enema bi koso a I don't know but koso krom se never bebre confidence in judiciary no are seeking in the sense say President Mahama that time I know you opposition leader no wakache MP NDC lawyer for say omu na prepare omu ho na Akufo-Addo apake court no na Akufo-Addo apake Supreme Court ne Court of Appeal and the High Court it is one be president NDC lawyer for nyina prepare omu ho obele so mu nyina akọ bench no so so ba be ya judge for NDC for ena say won kakra wasaka say wonu de wo hwa judiciary no sebabem endri say ye pepem ye cleaning na mom no ni sise mu ni susue mu de ye ntimi cleaning judiciary na abra Chief Justice Mrs. Gertrude Arabato kono abra wono na so as Chief Justice it wey sadia enyi signal and say so be president ekwan bia we de ekwan boni do be faso bia se papa o se boni o e wo so yi Chief Justice firi holomo obaye ampa o de se ayoyo Now before being chief justice a deal no that me feel say me woman be the me who be that say or president to be appointed 7 Supreme Court justice at a go me who be that say president to be aba na ye waba 13 judges of the Supreme Court justice of the Supreme Court ewo ho obi retire sabi obi ewi sabi obi no hono so aye say wo yare to the extent they say want to mean carry out the mandate as a justice of the Supreme Court. President Mahama ya opposition say wonu podi ni senka Supreme Court no mo bu ni per 15. I say that should be the ceiling. And now buy ya next about 13 I say all ma President Mahama at the 7 abeka na say Supreme Court just go about 20. A B C that 7 at a go. Ukwaka almost in a 7 day go follow so by no one party Supreme Court just bear 13 as a 12. And I'm so keen me 7 years you. I then no man paying the kufado. I appointee a department brisa Supreme Court. I then I want pay. And I say on my penny kufado buy Supreme Court judges an equal retirement. Silent minus what say obi call retirement now the biasim obi call retirement no the biasim e to man pele ku fa de eni be break call retirement and we replace woman any pass 7 na President Mahama e do maba no ya musa the question say the pass 7 no omo replace wan omo replace obia he only added on so what it means is that he only padded the court President Mahama padded the court no when the fellow pardon no where any fellow pardon then ye pese ku fa do die no bi me no ka se wayi ma me di asem wo court ene deputy attorney general justice Shemsai e de kata akwa to court Supreme Court nim say asem na ye ma me get to ko di ko high court no obo efa ma Supreme Court na o me chechim wa the questions be for bi aba say ye hwe say subi ebeye Supreme Court obeye Chief Justice na na djuma as judge no wajaye anaso nyaye so bi Chief Justice nipa kro no si unity as Chief Justice obekọ so atimi ayi na djuma as justice of the court na obusa by 4 questions for me I agree I was say Supreme Court Emma Supreme Court Emma that interpretation no omo ene was mandate so betimi ayi sa ensema no it ye hwe city just that for me baby agana akono ye ko baby ye me say ye ko ye chikakra because days are now on mampani bitimi take judiciary ni na say person manipulating you dem say atwam we never envisage say o mampani bi beba in the person of President John Dramani Mahama na waba be ye na dwe say o manipulate judicial system no and that's what he's done eventually succeeding because waka say eso bia ntimi nkabi obia ntimi nsum etie no ehon nkomo eho ibedi sa enkomo no kakra MPP internal so ewo ho ene menyane tie se engineer ko beje Japan converting na honorable kre Japan eso converting Dr. Baumia eso converting minim address no so mo so ko nda na se ye bia nya adoma e channel be ko dia ba so far de nipa me say na mate se mo converting enti bedi ehon nkomo you be Dr. Bechapo ko ye no Bechapo so converting ne all right enti Dr. Bechapo so far fall matie Dr. Bechapo converting no we be beside question bi na we ya and was say campaign die ye bo jobs kakra which is true was it the jobs na ye toto do was so di nyansa eto ho sana Dr. Bechapo kan was it jobs ndi ye toto kakra na so no was so di nyansa was so wisdom so di nyansa eto jobs na wo toto do ho said ye be ya untu obiani na obi ta popo ni mas baako ye ndie ya ye de cheche baako tu bakolo ni dia ebe ye din se ye to aba no evia obi ta ko reconcile with obi a wo to the campaign time no then the question is line he fan ye draw no say true jobs are you be try to pull big kakra and add ye fan kutu di bakodin e fan ye draw line no and na jobs no yeah to no e di palo do say the was have wisdom no say ase wa me kan die e said that e ha will be kese but my men point kakra bi na men kom baby and then that you say the bakonso wo to the jobs no do you know how many jobs you will be to take care because you are comfortable with ana let's see you say to you the job you are want to know and can say that hardly but what about the recipient say can you work say na ka be feel it no media ya some say be you to jobs kakra dey make sure say you nkutu bi ani en kakra bi na because election dey denya 1 or 2 bi ebitimi abem enti ye fa ye no so ehwe na ebehu de ebekoso galamse nkobo no so ekoso enti no se bebe ma ebedisa enko ni na no ebeso be mo bibia akwaba bi mene settle ofe na ebedi enkomo we policy analyst and we MPP communication team member and then Otu Philip Akobo we sha Osudoku constituency communication team member ebeso fo settle mo akwaba Nyagodo. Na mati say nyame krokro mu. Apohu di anke na akaden. Akade aka. Mama mumu. Oh, okay. Odi abeso eso akoese articulate aka. Odi anima amane. Odi achirenso amane. Odi nchima amane. Dina de we ansa batwe hona wamanako. Ansana wonya ko so pakincha na amane kwado. Etu ko boso wa pakina wo twemu no. Esentimi dane eno ni ansa na abehwe ka no so. Mpa ase okotra ko yiri makwa aponcheni. Etu ho enfifre. All right, Philip, diwe tiefo. Martin, Philip let say
nyame adun bi aboko.
Ye de nyame ase na sha Osudoku te say.
Oh, sha Osudoku de aboko nyame adarumenti. Bibi aboko wo sha Osudoku.
Ye de nyame ase. Na ko demonstration ni bi.
Oh, mitimi ko bi.
O starting your Brasport.
Yeah, me bo Brasport.
Sa.
I want na start organization ni nyina na. Ya de ejinemu.
Na set the no adwum ya de nti ma me start from nkomo no ewo friends demonstration e kwai no net say wo ko Holman opano.
Okay. Me da
so be che busafo ansa ho.
Me da wase. Me fa kwanya we so achia sha Osudoku constituency executives. Polling station, electoral area, any party for nyina. Na ya wonpenifo me no bi so sha Osudoku a omomodin bontinu almost as part of the rebuilding process na party ni ye no pese omodo amuhu si ho osum party no eye honorable Archibald Gamu Kolete no pese ko for national organizer na honorable Benjamin Age 2020-2024 parliamentary candidate ono so pese ko for regional organizer in fact honorable adwuma it is omo pese omo ko anima ye be stress ani for no se mbeni duwa omo hwe wom na momo ahoden no na mo besom na as part of recapturing power in 2028 no yentimi to me no na me na be ma Mr. Moses ono de biakoye constituency in fact oboni hu modin ye pa me share na mre so
eje so afiyanko na demonstration na ye koye no na etesay o start your passport atwa say that say e dey to the demonstration ne
okay ti you share na demonstration na ye koye we share edin da so say den yensuro hu na ohwe ni ekoso 9 months ni NDC government anamamu a na in fact asefim pa because ohwe NDC almost some democratic party na ohwe ni ekoso a in fact odwuma wonti ase nti no MPP yeso yeti kebi mami kebi amamu ase no yempemifo Sala Mustafa national youth organizer di enimo e decide say no se na obi kasa na say o china say ni abechu akwese ye ka kasa bo ahye mu ye ka bibia at least ye nhwe kasa na ye ka no be mo abani ni say wo ka wo say no ntini o ye bibi no de aka wahye na mamo so de enti wo ko bi sha na ko di say ni a wo nye we di say be correct
okay
ntino MPP ene ye bobo aye ho anopa no be share wo Brasport mpenifo bebre baye in fact members of parliament be baye me honorable Sami Oku ho national organizer national youth organizer youth wing no omo na mo baye then start here in fact kama na bibi de se na oni ye no basa ye de ade bi oni ye enye ye chefa
yeah
in fact fit your Brasport ko do police headquarters I presented the first petition no bibia kototin police ni bi enu obeka say MPP ni bi ha no ano ye bibia no mpe no da bi bibia ye kama ye fee police headquarters ye be sinko Jubilee House e ko presenter president so de man wo honum out to say in fact ene dwumede no ko ye na nipa epie ye no mujidi say ama NDC aban signal bi say no ni akoso no enya dia Ghana for no jina MPP nko awo e say nya asemba kwa meka no say ena MPP for the echi ni obi a so ye floating voter no uso obedu da bako ka bibia uso ba bechi e say aban no mpese e be criticize no ben democratic system no obi a wo kwan so kire na adwen opposition parties no wo kwan so mo kire ma adwen it is opposition party for kire ma adwen na sa ban no say dabi na o kapa ese ye mechi o kapa ese intimidate wa ene wa officer da woni party bi emu ntin wo dem fa ho no ochina ye chia na ekoba bedu so
yo
ntin ene de dwuma de no ko yie okay da sida be ma party penifo
mati sato would now would but I'm sure say why we do commentary ka crash see the pictures and the videos ka cry say so far
Amindas na mincheti for ni ahefo na menka say our democracy should not be left in the hands of people who will be toying with it. I say this in all humility, and it's a, you see, say our democracy, not say a nyimpa is better than military rule.
Of course,
that is my assertion, and that is my observation. Indeed, I would say that the BBI be protect a democracy. There, I will say yeah. And one of the key things I already protected democracy is freedom. Not just freedom, but pivotal on the agenda is freedom of speech. And as I said, when you do asem, na asem to say denkura. The moment any panel voice out, no, but the temperature above. And until I say, obi kan kasa bo ahye oyema na yese waboa bra osu
yeah
and in any effort bia e be faso e be protect your freedom of speech there I will say faso no matter the amount e be spend and the matter the effort e be make ni dey protect that freedom of speech no it is not for nothing tin na president Kofo be di yaban obamodian under the leadership of the then Attorney General Honorable Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, then Honorable Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, now His Excellency the former President of the Republic of Ghana, and making all efforts to repeal the criminal libel law. We did this at time not in central Fumpo Mukasemono, not adding because you didn't know the fine line to be able to air out your grievances without falling foul of the law. I don't you repeal the criminal libel law no na me the power by then I'm a young but of course I saw the energy with which journalists would do fast forward to the second coming of MPP into government that is from 2017 to 2024 under the leadership of the then Minister for Information Kwadwo Ponkroma ably supported by the then Deputy Minister Fatima Chobaka Myanmami Ejuma Mojeye organize capacity building programs for journalists to the point say we could see that the information ministry became more or less like an arm of the media. And not at any point here you could see that there was free flow of information without curtailing the right of any journalist and preventing them from having access to any information to the point that on live radio ni etiminya journalists are omoyo opposition members to chastise abai I don't remember the last time I achieved ekotumu in that Rambo style edechi mama journalist hey Kumasi Kotuma under this pseudo national security operative ebe sinle we make sure say you charging impo
o ma charge no o ma charge no court am an bill am wa ko back until I think say next week so be say
you see so when you look at the effort in penifo bi kan de ehye mu making sure the journalists mbe ma juma freely I be be kan yey o man for it to man at a point you could see say obia or kwan kan adwen obi cry to the extent say trade book to redeem the president Ghana never had as saying anamwa that be me refresh title see so to that extent say media for mutimia freedom etimi movies na me feel say anka President Mahama ban the second coming no having regard to the first term experiences of nanka he was going to live a life of legacies. But of course me Madam Vika terms the legacies I live in it is in two folds. It could be a bad legacy or a good legacy. I don't know which part President Mahama want to chat. It is too early for me to call him somebody who wants to leave a bad legacy. But the signs are so clear on the wall. Say you don't need a soothsayer or a prophet to tell you. Say President Mahama and the second coming, just as was promised in the Bible, say Jesus Christ the second coming will be to say Arenadino. Equally, I am perceiving President Mahama's second coming to be one of those. Okay, so book law say the president Ghana never got. Yes, the president Ghana never got. And if you read into the details of the description of President Akufo-Addo, so what Papa President Akufo-Addo, you just answer when fan who knows she has a bantena. Say them run all crew her on how the mother shows some iron. But one maybe. That tells you the tolerance level of the then president and then the presidents and then the appointees, and even by extension the security operatives of this country. But then they knew. You see, so Obama, when you saw the constituency, Amasama, Madam Fupa, it was shocking to hear say just a reposting of Obi video telling President Mahama say he should let the security agencies to act, brought about the arrest. You see, I believe say police for media as an arm of the NDC either than a state agency.
Said Williams, fetch me. Now me coffee me read a book na bro this year. The president Ghana never got. Me share quotations be a woman. You see? Na quotation be was saying these and many other attacks on journalists and media houses in the Akufo-Addo era silence some journalists. Even the most critical media houses are now cautious. Self-censorship is the new normal, and journalists who have a negative story or opinion about the government will first consider their safety before deciding to publish.
What don't you know? Do you know or your farmer will make crazy?
Dabi.
What on your farmer?
Dabi. No, it's a journey.
Do you know what you're saying?
You
see, so this is the kind of journalism a course under President Akufo-Addo. And a quarter of this has been said about President Mahama. As President Krampono, President Akufo-Addo to the sense of friend of comfort. Or no or pushing in your gabi. And then offer say Asare-Bediako say Omunkovia said they call retirement. He eat from the proceeds.
I was see alone see that President Akufo-Addo me there be was only join say what corrupt no because we say the lianom and the push for e
when the pronounce will be guilty in this country, it is only the law court that can pronounce you say we are guilty of an offense and call you a criminal. But to the point say President Mahama even that freedom afraid President Akufo-Addo didn't be our pet will be an and then the same president say it will be an IP address. Really? Now then now IP address this is the level of insecurity in this country. Insecurity and you say you create your original pampum. Nanka ya lumpa still o ma wu baby a etu ijina man for pampum. So I could be what krum e dey see ho
nipa 15,000 ayira continent Ivory Coast.
Adana me kan say anka Ghana de ye nanka eji aho na Ghana is safe haven for atukotena for ntibo say na Burkina for abetena ha na Cote d'Ivoire for abetena ha Benin for na maba and then na atuga na ntia ya to abeseno a yemu yetu kwan akotena amanfo amanso weni de kika nka hu nyina chi Pele Mahama se obienya yasonje e na ko manso a galamse momenti etimi kuni party se akoko omo assemblyman e bonu chekun
yeah
I was here we give you last week mute sa story no gidi daylight near about you these are not matters of concern to President Mahama nemom nyama bia enkoso ye a ono ahye ho boso ba we si anokwan a wontimi nyera ye kaka ne se bema de o ka so wa be ni o na wontimi nyeye na o se de bi menka wonya me kaka afo o ka me pena chiwatum we na ma MPP mabunu eni mpayifo ka mo adwubo mu se dabi yentimi tran mam na ya yensa meye awohoye ewo ye mam eni nti wo se tu anamon ye tinte zukoko de kira ban se dabi aban de the least thing you can guarantee and I give to your citizens and it's a woman kana the harmono or makachro. These are the reasons in here. NPP as a political party that believes in freedom of speech, development in freedom. And yes, about organizing demonstration to air our grievances to the security agencies. And then we can was IGP Yohunu. I believe say na damparing him said you see TNT no car say the biggest fear of an abrabo when he said obeje na chiamo obi a ontimi oboni ma pa wa hyase aye edema omai me say IGP dampare no nye obofo yes as Christ was not vindicated and I say he was not held in all respect say oye konkron ko say we no but sanka wenkwa dia meje bi say nanka dampare eyese Yohonu because Yohonu ya born ka mutu who they need to find that person nemo question bo say mama yes adi we no me ba and I say akonya beda ha me mom the opportunity to be in the police service. This is a classic example of irony.
You see so we share letter na President Mahama then opposition leader Mahama e chokoma and na Kufuor as president na any allegations or level against President Kufuor no. I am tempted to believe we say na dampare utimi performing the juma said the openo because said na Kufuor na president. Me jidise senka Yohunu so say the muslim Yohunu first no. Senga man kwan say onwa opetia ne quarters a and can you see we would have been better than this because the and that dampare was doing his work operationally well because share election 2024
operations in charge
yes
election 2024 can you tell me say government was in control of security? It was the security agencies na money they affairs
when say Yohunu say any person Mahama and manipulated say you see ya and I go did one Majority Kibun so very professional as compared to what you are seeing now.
So you see, anything that was is free about for no one. International being for professionalism in the chat teaching. No quotation body day. IGP no go on. What kind Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 11? Or say, so per wanya. Na unye no kwampaso na ofa kwampaso enya ho a. What is akoko dia wato nkosi agu baabi a ne yonko rutu so obunu na ponu mienu nanso mfaso bi anye den ema so na me yesa japade nyina na odi se ya onte se ka se dimpa ayesi ahonya na amunya ide kwan
ebi ndo won se dan
hwe onima onka ka na ni ko echi be 1 month ya ministers cabinet ministers just on a trip obi ba fie back anka ya munya de nko ade asanka betia save omo ojini sanka mu yare dia eda ya sabia anka sika ben na anka inti fansa omo yare e ho president mpo na munya de ntimi save ne nkwa ema within a twinkle of an eye 24th July e ka ba bi dia na wo a wo ye an appointee of the highest authority no a wo ye the final authority officer Obodia ebeka nsem na anka na ntwe to no wo konfo we den ko keep forever
yo
nti na ka che IGP yo no say e di jawa ni da so dachi the track record ye try ye fa president Mahamadi embata ho ye be recording as IGP former IGP on making sure say okono obeja di mpa ntimara be ka say enya IGP bia na e fa yohonu enye say yohonu keke Christian saka ni di ho
and first me Christian
on making sure say o live a Christ-like character no free one ma ya money di entumra amfangu
me that Seth na me Romax business say catch me kai etfo say person Akufo-Addo so pass RTI right to information
free access to information.
Yes, I me that's pass what yeah me that's pass what kai me but Chief Justice the Eko so no ye no ye betimi e di ehun komo and for money e call and vet the course so the MPP matters are rising ma make it to be say any demonstration e course so no you see for the past 1 week my said that monitor WhatsApp pages bikakra pro MPP WhatsApp pages you're very careful shey and the Ebema party no a winning election me mat pick example 2016 elections even though MPP for MPP said them ko meeting Emma moto so abakropo bibi sa aka se wo se ni akobeje Japan eni wa Paula Fuku eni bakropo ka le fere se Sami Crab se bomo etenanchen no ebisi the unprecedented in the history of Ghana politics and before taking that decision no obu taking decision ni say put to say party be stronger than before Emma your coalition 2016 it mean win elections no yeah polo na you was strong party and is strong what do you call it leadership candidate paid powerful but a very difficult party individual between a winning presidency no on the back of a weak party candidate said they compare emfa because over Trump party na party na nyensa ebubu baako nso kan so agba kompe koli efe obetimi di wako and then demonstration say match here koyi me say for the past 5 days I said that monitor any kakra any people as if say ye koye match na ye kwa koye to the benefit of one individual our party no we nice idea no you're very careful. If you have a couple of people say I brought the empty and I quite demonstration. And I say now assume that admit and say Chama come back for the demonstration. I say what? What a party me? What a party a chairman. And then my papa why am a party will be me? Your ball positioning. Yes, your ball positioning and some papa a quab of a enkaye attack a pen of found for a buy also. Now I also pay flag bearer. Yeah, opa yeah for the past 5 months. Attack about and since about opposition. Attack by criticism about the bino. Party minty. Every minute there be yachiwe. It mean among yamma. Niantin to soko and chabine say President Mahame wouldn't majority shareholder or my Ghana. Even equal shareholders. And we must tell him forcefully in his face. Na ebinum na wokwa and say and so deliberately they stayed back. Oma mo nko for so ama ye besre emwa na we stay back no say who be your flag bearer na others no so say you be stay back o she ye chi ye kaze akwa attack obo kenu frate fie aheya na yetim ye kasaye ye mini kokuda ne dasebe na empadifo bi ekoso na odumo eka na obuke no frata obo be finance minister no na mfaso be no munya wo so ade o ma muska bie bie na o ma modai era me say to so abadom na ode ma wo bie me ma me wan city da me ko abetial ma wo hunu ma hwe ni but I think say die sofu bi ewo Germany wo kan no wo se ba fa Roma for ma ankasa wo because believe women and be fa Baptist for man kasa because be Baptist ni ye be fa we man kasa afa ye be fa men so no obi ankasa because e do bi akọ ent na ho emo ye nya ne sa as if we knew ye be ye ne sa Bible so ye chi me ya chiwe ya chiche ma wontumi ya chi na se chiche ma wontumi enti eba ye na kas media house ya se dia ye di ya fa denta kumi fa ya ho ya chiche ma akwa bafa bonye ya se fa ya ho ya chi efi katete fifa ya se fa ya ho en ya chi bi kebe den
o mo invite won kura
o mo invite bebre enti ebesre edu sa party ni menhwe party ni first ege individual bia misramo na intimi hu otu yankoi tide na obeko bi ni yenhwe de
meka kakra fa demonstration no
meka se no bi okay yanko
won say ya kan say MPP party enye se yeti abone o yenti abone
enye mo fo abone so what you say yen fo abone so na so bi ye bone ai bia be ka say because of MPP ni ntino esese aban no e de ne ho che no bi na ye kan ni say kwanya ye fa so de ya de no na yenye de ye ni nji kwanya ye fa so de ya de no na ye de ye ni nji if you say some people ni ye de a yes ye koche no be say party power ni ye de a on the oko free ye kwa kwatia comment amount for make you akwatia na ye hu social media ni say yes ye achi obi be hwe kwa ye fa so chiche ma bronye on so kasa ba ko na no kan yo you hwe kwa ye fa so koche no NDC communication officer yo can say omo pe majority minority leader what's minority leader any friend say all about not don pray and then na bi
no question ni say
omokubu
where fa so chi abronya no sa na chi wo ma na say ya pass ya chi wo ma sa na fa so chi wo ma we mu na MPP for SEO enye fine because ye nyina ye wo ma mu ye nyina ye wo kwan say ye kasa ene se ye de ye kwadwo a ye fa nya kwame nema ye kebi na min kebi nyede endimu enu na MPP yesi de ye ninji hu afeso your ba chief justice and sensem no so
okay
in fact wo hwe ye mampani John Mahama no ni say tumi awanya e wo parliament ni ti no wo pese Ghana nkasa no e say onya tumi ni nyina
absolutely control
so senator if you say Chief Justice wo hwe nyina so ye gina so ye say ye de suspend no ansana ene ye say apamu ni ya now to me say in fact me nti ase
e mo rem
nti ase so ni so to kwan me nti obi etumi gina so atworo nkrata ensi ye nya de ye yi ni fi because enyi hia ye won penifo bebre wo kromo wo mu no babu so to kwan
aba Ghana ebran so wo holo mo de ye akoyo mo travel ye ni chese wo betimi enu kuru etukwan betimi ba etukwan
ene president so ni Ghana so ni mere na koy
ai kambo fo kama
oni mere na koy
yeah
ye be ka so no so no ba ye be chron krata akosi yin nana
bofo de wari bi
ye won penifo bebre wo mu no mu to kwan enti no me ka se yesi e be ko no se ya ene no man no ni empo man ni if say so china abafoforo so ba onu so benya bibia aka
of course
onu so benya bibia aka enti se yesi e be ko no se bo se be dum mu bi no e be sa ben bi obebe bia no e be pen krofo betumi ni o ma ye adwuma se na be ya onu so no na mamu no obe ko no se na ope eni ni pay ya set se no because some obi be me na so ni se o nipa we e ya ba we na de ne ba ye mini ama mpese me ye no embo ama mamu a onu be pen sesa na ma ye e ba sa na ye rule of law na nkasa na o man no ye bi enye adwuma there's no rule of law e di mi de se na mesra mampeni se in fact two me no so penu wenya se se o hwe parliament a who overwhelming majority appointment a pese wo ye nyina wa ye nyina o ma ye judicial system no so nye de any independent judicial system na independent because honum and o man ni na ye den ye dan it is a honum so no be political and na say because ye ni baby ayeko
asmati
ye ni baby ayeko because we say UK as me fan so mo colonial masters yesu efi omo chena enye we mu no mo ye enye say no mo ye no it is yes efi omo chena de yensu ni ye ni enye ni ye ni mbo na o man nkoso because say me MPP ba mu a ye benya MPP youth bi so be sorry aka say na call no bi etwoma na say ni enko no na ma ne ye koy emboye nti ye be sere o man pani say bebi awadu no eye on my constitution enye adwuma na independent judiciary na ewo constitution mu no yemfasa enye adwuma no mo man nkoso
me da say that we to do is we say government to develop roadmap to curb cross-border piracy of DSTV decoders and services from Nigeria to Ghana. Is in a DSTV in Komowe kra no, what really is it about DSTV?
Communication minister there. I think the least talked about him, the better. I don't want to dwell on him because you see, the communication ministry, wasn't the same communication ministry that was held by reputable men. Now they were disciplined, very organized, diplomatic in their dealings with corporate bodies and the whole of the country. What has happened? Are we trying to reward babies with sharp teeth, or people who can spew out invectives on their fellow human beings just for political expedience? We have myriad of issues communication ministry everything deal with, especially when it comes to the media space and radio stations be the kind of words they use in daylight being broadcasted to the point say okwabrani TV kotena radio station, TV station, a whole tribe, then he takes them up. Kekandi opesa okachi will be a motuma MPP muna mu yesei. I don't want to repeat those because Monkola will fear. But we know these names and the kind of characters that were behind this kind of pronouncements. What has he been able to do to them? Or you or making sure say your data no boy DNA. What data within seconds now, son? I want to make it how they are going to make sure say your data boy from and auto credit they how many minutes? Just outside Accra, network issue. A month for be free or mogusa for crampono and why day. Some judge is not interested in this. The young say Abejina Hona was shown a bravado, useful as viewers. Is that a focus of the communication ministry? He doesn't communicate. He only speaks to us. Because as a communication minister there, you should be communicating such that you can get the feedback. What feedback does he take from the people when he communicates to us? So I don't call his ministry now under him as a communication ministry, but more or less like a propaganda secretariat in the communication office. So I don't want him to be discussed at this point and even give you that. But fast forward to Chief Justice Ishua Kodon apeye adia etwa sabone atowa mayeno. The person we can educate say the judiciary now is no longer a positioner, and I say the Chief Justice position enye position ene ebeka say a word that protection be that security of tenure any be free, but the mahama amasa security no a free, and any Chief Justice who is appointed by any regime the term could terminus with that government. That one they should be and Chief Justice I suspended and making some pronouncement very very profound. I don't know what can I say or say. Behind every justice of our court, behind me stand every justice of our courts. Behind me stand every justice of our courts.
Okay.
And so man for antiase offer the judiciary the head anyway the chief justice.
Yes.
Obi bia o judicial system no bia no ejina chief justice achi.
Yeah.
Yase so ku o na wontwa ani tia ahode wom. Ba wonya tini free wa de aka no de den ahoma. Sa pronouncement that chief justice make here now man fa anko adwendwuma antiase. Until they took it on a lighter note. And until na committee le kwatena ase no owo ye omo adwuma turka na nka committee ade adwuma ahye monsa petitions miensa we baako amosi me need ye put on hold ye present baako need for me the basis of our recommendation.
In fact omo saka say I can say 15th no omo ga say 15th September and na second one no be kwa kwatena so edare me ko
enti say ye kwa dare mo amadwuma granted say omo ko impo na omo de mu finance ba are they going to remove the chief justice for the second time?
Ebia we will take this other.
You see in the course we logic and reasoning, common sense. Petitions means about to him. We about was we do no so or suspend chief justice. Even the findings of it, no chief justice now suspend no when you copy as we speak. Now the highest court of the land, then they present the copy to the litigant and the defendant.
So has a job.
This is a hatchet job, and I call it abortion of the judicial system. Our judicial system now also a protect. President Mahama has been able to succeed Professor causing abortion to the judicial system of our
Professor Henrietta Abasabus.
Okay.
Why justice of the Supreme Court? And now the case be called Emma where I just need 3-2 till she was in the minority. The statement, you know, the judgment now. Baby, now
predicting what is likely to happen
was say a community me faso. You will be a chief justice. A di our manga no and yes and be chief justice say the to call for the chief faso you DDR and we na air for chance say ubeyi class prefect and Professor Henrietta Mensabus
because one man charges strike
see let's even link it to the time Professor Papaya Noko Shippers Authority jump ni shuba walegon a mere professor of a university listen buy no ye den it will go through disciplinary actions.
Yes,
I recommend a suspend and dismissal outright giving the government of the issue with picture evidence, video evidence in input. Hold on, that be and he has been elevated to a position like Shippers Authority. Now what the manual? And so this is what we are doing. But I'm not surprised. You see, but for 1 year and they say ebi ani say tu ama wanya jere wo mintino na ni age no onka hu ze emre ni nka so sani nia ene Eugene Bafuboni NCA Gordon Sokai
Amikai pa
ye fani ni guilty
ne ko tu
ejeli no ni nia no saba pa ya ni nia ba ko ni Saint Bafuboni they say we didn't say Saint to the Saint Bafuboni senior presidential advisor to President Mahama. Only say radio good. Yes.
All those who were free.
The radio, the station is radio good. And then one now, and go from court trial, or can some change Supreme Court judges.
Okay.
Papa Bafuboni here, and then near any patient Bafuboni. All prisons. And they are elevating the position to the head of the prison service. I am not surprised that almost. After say did some abena we dey you know no push the corporate to keep for money. And it is not just family and friends government around you. Me area buying. and you're running. And can they say family and friends? And if you crown friends room, but another day, me abang and you're running. Equally, what is good for the goose should be good for the gander.
Sure.
Or you more defeat Juman just when President Mahama became president. What to feel so? The President Mahama not just say when you good rule, and did your pebia or your qua, how can we say good rule? No, I did share the same now on Nesote. Papa can't say what he said. And you what to want. I did see you no Uber or kind of interest. But so the quadruma literature for the paradox. You can't on the surface, I won't say, but upon second thought. You get to get a meaning of the pronouncement that has been made to you. Yes, because you won't not so maybe 70 years. I said, I did this saying Nana in Fianasote. President Mahama, 3 years, 3 months from now, you'll be former president of the Republic of Ghana. Over Ghana and so go to Munko, over judicial system and co. Kaun says, I won't put the end to what. Obusian for it's Mitchum. One number for it's Mitchum. Political party members for it's Mitchum. Chasapato. Now, I know how you are able to lament. The book of lamentation, full of some of these things, you know. You are trying to President Mahama. But sometimes when you were speaking in opposition, more or less like I was saying, you change the book of lamentation. And I said the Bible Mikasa. And I believe a son of which are two. The Biamekamizi abai the boat, you know. If you are Bama, Embu, a Becoswada or near Boba. And it's a name when the powers of the state. And all you soon said, you see, Pebia, Adamican or Ham say, I did acquire Uncle the mind, Nipa, I, you say, a year, Adiba could be a Sanka, a friend, Nipa, a year, a penny Uncle on the Mayan, the will, I, Uncle de Maya. Only Uncle one say, Dabi say koda 10 o'clock ko school chuchuwese ba sabe sapena amobi edidiama wa yetwofo ene nante ko ntwi nante sapena obi sora o jitwinese ntama wonya yare sapena obi dia bobra bia ene ohwe na chi a onya ya na nkoba reverse the days or spending. I don't want President Mahama to come back in about 3 years, 4 months from now. No, my country say the kind of governance are MPP as a buy a runner. Because we trust at all. And you becoswa fasasa so pepe and even worse. In the scenario or presented into the judicial system now, that's what go to my wine and say or manipulating nipa. A manipulative system no within just one row what you appointed 7 judges. Okobana no lament say the court is overbloated and you should purge the court. It depends on say almost the is that assumption say nipa 7 or them buy no they come to do is better. Of course, that's the meaning. Sir, uncle for a minimum kotna Kevin Taylor issues was Supreme Court. Were part of the 7 new judges or appointed. And ironically and predictably,